Greetings, Ryan. Last time I was here, I asked, what are the chances that Snow White gets Batgirled? With all the shit that has gone down, do you still think it won't? Because I think it's inevitable. I still absolutely think there is virtually no way that Snow White gets canceled, gets shit canned, gets Batgirled. I don't think it's going to happen. And it's for the same reason I said last time you asked me the question. It doesn't have anything to do with backlash. Doesn't have anything to do with anything like that. Because if it was about that, it was about public sentiment. If it was about losing money, if it was about any of these normal things that you would think about in business, then yeah, they would of course do anything they could to cancel this movie. But that's not what this is about. That's not what this live action remake was ever about. In the same way they did with The Little Mermaid, what did they do when it came to this Snow White announcement? They walk Rachel Zegler, they parade her out there and say, look, we have a Latina because we're diverse. We want to talk about representation. Look at how important this is that every girl can see themselves as a princess. And at this point, for these freaks, every boy can too. That's how degenerate Disney's become. The same thing they did with Little Mermaid. Look, all little black girls can think that they're the Little Mermaid now too, even though this wasn't a problem. Children don't look at a princess, a Disney princess, and be like, they're not the same color as me. I can't identify with this story. It's just racist people that are trying to teach their kids that that's the only way they can be validated, and it's really fucked up. But when you do that, when you go out on a limb and you say, look at what we're doing all this for diversity and inclusion's sake, you attract an audience. And they have that audience, no doubt. They have these woke, degenerate freaks, the audience that they wanted, the audience that most of them are, 23, 24 years old. They don't know what their own fucking pronouns are. They don't know what gender they are. They don't have any money because they're still living with their parents. That is the audience that Disney has now cultivated. That's their fan base. That is also the audience that will come after them hard if they decide to cancel a movie like that. You can't do that, Disney. You said that you cared about this, and this. You said you cared about people like us, marginalized people, and now you're canceling it. That must mean you don't care about them. That's what the reaction would be. And Disney knows that. They have painted themselves into a rainbow-colored corner, a woke corner, if you will, where they've made all these promises, they've done all these things, and now you can see from a mile away, the iceberg is coming, and it's going to smash right into it. It's called the Snow White movie. Rachel Zegler's a disaster. The movie itself's a disaster. It's not going to make any money. You already saw what happened with the live-action Little Mermaid. Now we've got this shit coming down, but Disney can't do anything about it. They just have to sit there and hit the iceberg because the audience they've cultivated, the audience they've asked for, they will get fucking hammered by these freaks if they were to cancel something, even with the knowledge that it would be a flop, because they will tell them, that audience will say to Disney, you told us this mattered to you, and you lied. That's the reality. And that's why no matter how bad things get, I don't see any way that woke Disney cancels the Snow White movie.